Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your old pal CHH, and today we're looking at something really cool. Now, I've been talking about this for a little while now. 88 Films. They just put out the Amityville Horror on 4K, and honestly, I love the release. When Burial Ground came out a while back, I grabbed it on 88 Films, and I got a number of comments saying, why are you grabbing it from 88 Films when Severin's putting that out? And I was like, what's wrong with 88 Films? As a matter of fact, I think they're a really great physical media company. Now, they aren't domestic to the United States, so maybe that's probably why people were mentioning it. But here's the thing. You know, when we go to the 4K format, I've said it 1,000 times and I'll say it one more time. You know, there's no rules. 4K as a format is region-free. Now, there have been a few exceptions, and I think they were actually errors, like Killers of the Flower Moon is a region-locked 4K, but it's not supposed to be. So, in the event that every so often there may be an issue with a title, 4K as a whole is a region-free format. And I said to myself, why would I wait for Severin? Burial Ground did an incredible job, and it came out way earlier. Well, it's clear to me that 88 Films is becoming a company that is going to be putting out some really cool titles on 4K. And today is an example of that. But the issue with this one is, or not issue, but the difference is, Vinegar Syndrome put out the Amityville Horror on 4K maybe last year. And I was pretty excited about that, but for some reason I just held off. You know, there's no denying that we like the aesthetic of physical media. That's not something we should be ashamed to talk about. As a matter of fact, it should be important to you. You know, we are buying it. It is called physical media, so we should like the way it looks. And I really just wasn't in love with the Vinegar Syndrome release. So when I heard about the announcement of 88 Films putting out this movie, I was over the moon when I saw what the release looked like. 88 Films is going out of their way to basically do what Scream Factory does, or used to do during their golden era, and that's getting really great artwork featuring artists like Devin Whitehead, who did this art for Amityville Horror. Really cool. I should also mention, too, that the size of the cases I like because they remind me a lot of Arrow cases, or they are the same exact thickness of the Arrow case. This video is really more so about choice rather than talking about Amityville Horror. Now, of course, we're going to, because, look, Amityville Horror is a classic. I do feel like this is a horror movie that's kind of like for adults, and I know that sounds kind of weird. It wouldn't have been a movie I would loved as a kid, but the older I get, the more I love this movie. Call it a slow burn, call it what you will. It is just a great 70s horror film. I love the house. I love the guy who plays the husband. He is so great at becoming more and more increasingly uncomfortable, angry, mean, mad. I love seeing the mayor from Jaws in here. It's a great cast. It's a great movie, and the house is iconic. I think that the Amityville Horror House is the most iconic house in all of horror. I love it. So it's a classic movie. And needless to say, this is probably the same exact scan that we got from Vinegar Syndrome. I wouldn't imagine it wouldn't be. It looks incredible. As a matter of fact, I compared it to my Scream Factory Blu-ray that I have from that out-of-print triple pack, and yeah, it's a vast, vast improvement. So if we can, we'll look at this release real quick together. Like I said, really great artwork, and the fact that they got Devin Whitehead to do this, I think, is just a real treat. Of course, on the back, we've got the special features, but we'll talk about that in just a second. It's a really nice, hard slipcover, too, really in the vein of what Vinegar Syndrome is doing, interestingly enough. So really great art there. And, of course, you can get that art on the slip, or you can reverse it for the original artwork, which, of course, you can get the best of both worlds. So we've got our two discs. Now, the only downside with this sort of thing is a lot of times the special features are showing up on the second disc, and it's Blu-ray sometimes, which means you have to be region-free to be able to watch that 9 times out of 10. Every now and again, some of these, you know, Region B titles, the Blu-ray discs will play in American players, but it is a shot in the dark when and if that happens. We've got the original artwork on both discs. Disc 1 is obviously our movie, and Disc 2 is our special features. And it also comes with a poster, which I really dig. Really just made it feel like a nice, prestigious release, but the right kind of prestigious. Not too over the top, but good enough. Of course, we get a poster that features Devin Whitehead's art on one side. Very, very cool. And then, of course, we've got the original poster on the other side. If you're not in love with something, you don't have to get it now. Wait. Because the most important thing about 4K now is these companies realize that because 4K is a region-free format, the rules are gone. So now they're competing for you. Yes, not you who that are, you know, local to this company, but I'm talking about you as in anywhere. Because of the 4K format, they're trying to fight for you, the customer. So 88 Films won me over. like I said, I wasn't in love with the Vinegar Syndrome release in terms of the aesthetic of it. I'm sure it's an incredible release on all fronts in terms of its picture quality and special features. That's probably very, very close to this, if not identical. I don't have it, so I can't comment on it right now, but in terms of aesthetics, I loved the 88 Films release. I thought this was just a home run, and it's going to be my definitive release for the film. Let's go look at the special features, guys, and see what all it offers, and we'll come right back. We have a new 2023 4K remaster from the original negatives presented in ultra-high definition in 185:1 aspect ratio. It is presented in high dynamic range HDR10, which I really like HDR10, but I think Dolby Vision is like everybody's premier favorite, but I'm a big HDR10 guy myself. High definition Blu-ray and 185:1 aspect ratio also included, which is on the second disc as well. 5.1 DTS HD Master Remix. We also get a 5.1 DTS HD presentation of the limited release theatrical surround mix. And we also have an original DTS mono mix, which I liked a lot. It's very robust. We have an optional English subtitles, audio commentary with Josh Sacco and Claire Donner, audio commentary with film critics Kim Newman and Sean Hogan. We have an audio commentary with parapsychologist Dr. Hans Holzer, Get Out of Amityville, Get Into New Jersey, Locations Featurette, Brawlin' Thunder, an interview with actor James Brolin, Child's Play, an interview with actor Mino Pelouse, Amityville Scribble, an interview with screenwriter Sander Stern, The Devil in the Music, an interview with composer Layo Schifrin, if I'm pronouncing his name right, I'm sorry if I'm not. For God's Sakes, Get Out, featuring James Brolin and Margot Kidder, intro by Dr. Hans Holzer, PhD in parapsychology, original trailer, TV spots, radio spots, still gallery, reversible sleeve featuring new artwork by the great Devin Whitehead, and the original poster. Okay, guys, so there you have it. The Amityville Horror from 88 Films, guys. And I will say, I ordered this from their website. This is the slipcover exclusive from the website. And when I say it got to me fast, I live in Louisiana, and this thing shipped way overseas, and I had it within about a week. They ship fast as soon as you order it, and, they shipped it. I pre-ordered this, so as soon as the pre-order was over and it was time to ship, boom, I got it, and it was right to me. And I've ordered from them a number of times. So you can get this from some of the boutique sites, I believe, stateside, like Diabolic and stuff. But if you want this cool slipcover, this was the website exclusive. And honestly, you wouldn't know that it was shipping overseas because of how good their shipping is. So I love this, guys. The Amityville Horror 4K release from 88 Films. If you did not grab the Vinegar Syndrome release, but you are a big fan, I guarantee you, this is the release for you. Let me know your thoughts on the Amityville Horror, guys. It is a classic 70s film with the most iconic house in horror history, in my opinion. This is your old pal CHH. Enjoy the Amityville Horror. See you guys next time. Huge, giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.